Iris Sherman, co-founder of Kitchology. Kitchology is fundamentally a new media analytics platform. So Kitchology's been on a roll this year. We've done very well. We have won a number of accolades. We were Incubator Company of the Year for 2016. We most recently won a pitch contest in the retail innovation space, as well as a number of accolades. But let's talk about who we are. So consumers that are dealing with special diets, they are making really important food decisions regarding their lifestyle needs. And suppliers, well, they want to know how you use their food. And suppliers, they want to be able to connect with you in real time. Let's talk about our team. We have a seasoned and savvy team. My co-founder, Alain Briancon, this is his third startup. He is a machine learning guru guy. He's a serial entrepreneur, and he has 220 patents to his name. My background, this is my sixth startup. I am in the field of health and wellness. I have a background in immunology. One of my famous accolades is I was on the team that created Allegra, if anyone has seasonal allergies. So I've been around the block. We have others on our team who have clearly left an impact, as well as provide us with the breadth that we need. Donna Blanchi has worked for big brands. Charlie Baggs is a well-known chef in the industry, and he has designed food products for the big brands. And we have Barbara Boyce, who's a PhD nutritionist who's worked for big companies as well as foundations. We have Luc Lamar, who is a very seasoned Chief Technology Officer. And last but not least is Jenny Sprague, who is truly our community connector. She is a food allergy mom, and she has taken her passion and brought together lots and lots of food allergy bloggers. So how big is the market? Well, there's 160 million people who are dealing with special diets. And these people spend $500 billion on groceries, and they're shopping more and more online. And our Kitchology platform has been architected to handle all special diets, from food allergies, which is our entry point. And in my family, we have food allergies, so this was the inspiration for this beginning in the marketplace. But we have architect for gluten, reducing sugar, salt, paleo. I'd like to assume that you might know someone who's on a special diet. The app is available on the web, as well as it's an iOS. You can download it today. It is Eat.Better is the app. And how does it work? Well, we take a recipe from anywhere on the web, or you can take a recipe from one of our own sources or channels. We call them channels. And then we highlight the problematic ingredients in that recipe. And we make recommended substitution changes to the recipe. So now it conforms to your diet. And we encourage you to share your insights along the way. Think about this. We can take one recipe and we can transform potentially 125,000 variations. So, you know, the recipe is the starting place, and we can make recommendations of products directly into the recipe. This is how we work with the brands.
Thank you. So this powerful machine allows a consumer to balance their dietary needs, imposed or chosen, with the food choices they make. And we have a lot of smarts behind this. We have filed 6 patents, and we take into account what we learn about your shopping pattern, what you learn about your pantry usage, and your like and dislikes. So what does it mean? The application is free, as Iris stated it. So the way we make money is empowering brand and retailers as well as wellness providers, because when food is wellness, wellness is also food, to reach to you, enhance their services, drive purchases, drive you to a specific store, or extend their wellness platform in order for you to be healthier. We make money out of 2 principal ways, and we've been very careful to design this platform to allow multiple revenue streams to be developed over time and being able to pivot based on what trends are taking place. Two big areas, marketing and white labeling, that allow brands, retailers, and wellness providers to publish their content or integrate their system onto our platform. A second broad areas of revenues are access to the analytics. When we expose so many variations to the consumer, we learn very quickly what they respond to in terms of an incentive. Do they spend a lot of time on choosing this ingredient, or do they go right away to the preferred substitution? And that gives us a lot of insight to do hyper-targeted marketing, but also very specialized product design. And that's one of the reasons why we have a chef on our team. Our approach to market is, for the moment, a B2C to B approach. But as we go to our white label capability, we are now asked to white label our proposal, so we are migrating to a B2B market. B2B market. Indeed, our go-to-market strategy, which has been multifold, we started this in April 26, 2013, is first to create a destination platform for people with special diet, starting with the food allergy. Embed and leverage influencer to the key market we do. We believe there is a lot of strength to micro-influencers, and we provide a platform that extends what they do. Monetize the platform. We spent a lot of time developing the trust of the community, so we turn on the revenue spigot at the not last possible moment, of course not, we're here to make money, but at the appropriate moment. And now we're switching from the B2C to B to a B2C model, where we now embed ourselves into food and wellness platforms. On the consumer side, we've done quite well, growing about 30% quarter to quarter. We are doing this through a lot of backlinking, very few paid advertising, and we believe that we've reached a point where when you compare the traffic we get on the web with one of more well-known brands, we stand. So we're probably going to slow down slightly that area and move people to use the app downloadable on the iTunes Store, eat.better, remember to put the dot, to use it more and more. Thanks to the great work of Jenny Sprague, we have networked 250 food allergy bloggers. This is not a casual little get-together on Facebook. People travel to Denver or Las Vegas once a year to share insight, put things together. And some bloggers are selling books, other bloggers are just providing a lot of useful information, and this platform has been architected to extend their voice. It does many more things beyond the recipe transformation or the shopping list transformation Iris highlighted, and that's a way to create something that becomes an extension of users. We empower them. We empower consumers, we empower brands and retailers. On the supplier side, we start small, and then we get bigger, and then we get bigger more. And you see here a view of our funnel. You will notice that it is a mixture between retailers, brands, and more and more wellness providers. We are in the DC area, and one of the things that people don't realize is the USDA spends a lot of money indirectly to promote beef and walnut and avocados and the like, and we are working with those associations to provide that insight. So if you are on the beef channel, and we're going to provide you substitution that show you cuts of beef that are less expensive and what have you. Of course, if you want the poultry channel, then we'll also highlight the fact that you can go from beef to chicken if you want to. So we are working diligently, and these different companies are looking at the platform in different manners, and that's one of the reasons we know that we will have multiple revenue streams. The financials are listed here. These are projections, and that's what they are, projections. So we decided to make some money last year. We'll make about the same amount this year. And now, as we migrate toward engaging more broadly with big brands, we are forecasting in 2017 a significant increase. We've not yet factored in the white label capabilities coming from the wellness business, those activities that really took place in October and November. Our focus has been get the business going, get the funnel filled, rather than try to update the financial process. So we know there's a lot of upside to these financials, and we know also, thanks to Amazon, a lot of the software we thought we had to develop, now we can just rent it by the month from Amazon. Financing, we've bootstrapped this. We've used the ecosystem around us, and very glad to be in Maryland, where there's a lot of support from TEDCO and others. Iris and I have put not only time in this, we're not getting paid by the company. We've put a fair amount of our investment as well, so it's we are committed. At times people say we ought to be committed, but we are committed, and we are raising a fund, and you can find more about it through Gust, the iBoss platform, and others. How do we make money? How do investors make money? Most likely through an acquisition. And because there are different revenue models, it could be someone that buys us because of the eyeballs, or someone that buys us because of the analytics, or someone that buys us to extend those discussions. And we had a discussion but for Instacart with every one of those providers. There are some comparables that we showed. Some come from the food space, some come from the wellness space, and you can tell that when there are analytics, the valuation goes a big day. So we are really looking into these partnerships and these channel partners to bring a lot of more insight about what the consumers are, and at the end we believe that's where the big money will be. We've done a comparable of if we were looking at EBIT or revenue, it would be by then $6 million should have been invested into the business.